And so this video is just more getting straight to the point, and then I've got a sort of more explicit finale to this video, which can only be bought and paid for through my old website. So I have, of course, done my research in terms of what other people are saying about what makes for a great blowjob. And it's interesting because I noticed that from generation to generation, the advice being given is based on what is popular in porn for that generation. So, for example, this new generation, it's very common knowledge that these days, every time you see a cock-sucking video, you will see the girl gagging and choking, and you know, tears are coming out of her eyes. There's this excessive saliva, you know, the gagging sounds, and it's just not looking very comfortable. But I know that this is what guys from this new generation are expecting now, because when I have had the occasional roll in the hay, so to speak, with a younger guy, they tend to put their hands down by my head, and they're trying to push my head, you know, excessively onto their dick, and they're hoping that I'm gonna engage in that type of choking, you know, activity that is being seen on porn. So there's actually a lot of tutorials on YouTube from some of the younger girls that are saying lots of spit and make the slurping sounds, and you know, gagging. They love that kind of stuff too. And now I have obviously great success. Well, I shouldn't say obviously. I have great success myself with giving blowjobs, but I don't engage in any of those types of things. I actually look at it somewhat like a dance with my mouth on their cock. And I take it very slow and very sensual. And yes, it's true. The head of the penis has about 6,000 nerves, anywhere between 5,000 to 8,000, they say, which is the same as what the amount of nerves that you'll find on a woman's clit. So in order to give a good blowjob, you want to focus on the head of the penis. Yes, you can use your hands as you're going along to assist, especially what a lot of guys like is when I kind of hold it tight at the bottom and then kind of work the hands up close to where my lips are around the top, and then the hand can actually add a little bit of added stimulation. And yes, I will let my hand slip down towards the balls and use my fingers under the balls to sort of sometimes like just lightly kind of cup them, not too hard. You don't want to squeeze them. Yes, some guys like having them licked. I've only just recently had requests for that from partners, so not all guys like that. And it's not enjoyable with all guys, because some guys have hairy balls, right? So if they're nicely manscaped and they smell good, it definitely makes a big difference for the woman. And I have hinted at partners before that, please, you know, when you're nice and soapy smelling and nice and fresh, it's nicer for me. Yeah, swallowing is obviously a preference, and the main goal being to accomplish an orgasm out of him. Is it shouldn't be pressure for him. If it happens, it happens. But I think that if once you're, you know, going for a while with the same person, you would get to know how they like it. Some guys really don't like it very hard. Other guys really like it hard. But honestly, focusing just on the head of that cock, and even sucking on the skin on the bottom part, you know, where it kind of comes out there, and even like sucking along the shaft up and down. But once you get that, once you are starting to really notice the responses, he's super reciprocating, and there's a real rhythm going, don't stop. That's the key, and that's the key for men performing oral sex on women as well, is don't stop once you get to that point where they are getting closer. So this is the interesting part of where the video does switch over. I don't know if you've been noticing that there's a little bit of deep breathing going on in the background. That is actually a new BBC that I have, and he's sleeping in that bed right there. So they always say that a morning blowjob is the best. So that's another way you can really impress your guy. So this explicit part of this video now is going to continue on, where I'm actually going to go wake him up, genuinely wake him up with a blowjob. And I'm actually going to show you some actual skills. Before I go and wake him up, actually, a couple more tips I just realized. Make sure your mouth during blowjob is moist. So that's what I was just coming over here to do, is have some water. Make sure the palate is nice and moist. Keep some water close by during a blowjob, so that if your mouth does start to dry up, you can just have a few sips, because that could happen. And also eye contact during the blowjob is fantastic for him, and it could be very erotic for you too. So yes, now that I'm ready, so cute, hearing him snoring like that, we're gonna go try it out. So if you want that part of this video, then go to my website, my old website, and under my fetish videos you will find this lesson continued in real life.